Okay. I know you've read or heard about that game, movie, or comic, blah, blah, but you haven't heard it from us. So chill, relax, let us talk all about it before you log off.
You guys ready? All right, here we go. What's up, everybody? Sir Aaron Carter here with the internationally known Stephen Gutierrez.
What's going on, everybody? Yeah.
Keep that.
That's the longest.
Keep that right there.
And, of course, Adam PC.
Hello.
And Adam is sick again.
Sorry.
Let's,
it's going around.
Let's preface that before
Which means that next episode, Aaron will be sick.
That's just keep
That's going off history.
Your diseases away from me, guys.
So today we're doing a kind of an impromptu episode because we got a new setup here.
Yeah, we do. It's
Show the people.
Very sexy.
The Rode Procaster.
Rodecaster Pro.
Yeah, Rodecaster Pro.
Rode Procaster.
And there goes
Strode Road.
Their sponsorship's gone.
Thank you to Spatial Cases for picking this up for us.
He changed his name?
Yeah.
To Spatial Cases?
Spatial Cases.
He actually has multiple names. You're not in the underground.
That's when he's on a whole different planet.
He goes by like 7 different names.
Oh, God.
But yeah, no, we have the Rodecaster Pro right here in front of us. We're using it for the first time. This is going to do wonders for our setup. We can be more mobile. That's one thing.
Yep, that's
we
good.
can have sound clips
You're ridiculous.
Oh.
like that when we're hilarious.
Yeah, cut it. Yeah, there you go.
Or whenever we do magic.
It'll be fairy magic, apparently.
Yes.
Or when Adam murders somebody.
Just scare you in your dreams.
I don't like that.
That's the murder
I'm having
alarm.
nightmares tonight.
I like this, though. This thing was definitely an upgrade from our old system. It's smaller, it's sleeker, it's
It's
sexier.
definitely a buy.
It's a definite buy.
Just
Definite
be
buy.
prepared to wait 6 to 7 months to receive it.
Well, everybody wants the damn thing. That's what's crazy about it.
Only the best.
So by the time the next one comes out, that's when you'll get yours.
And then we'll be able to do actual calls. We tested that earlier with Emma, and she said she heard us quite muffled. So
Well, she was also
She's
in
on
her
her car
car.
Bluetooth.
yeah, she was also in her car.
And we
That's it,
don't
yeah.
know about her internet connection with her phone.
But yeah, and now we actually all have headphones. We can hear ourselves
Can
talk.
hear ourselves. That
We
is
can
great.
hear all the sound
Oh,
effects.
Wow, stop pressing.
Yes, we can. All right, it's enough of
Filmed
that.
in front of a live ostrich.
So, and I might have to get that sound. I might have to get that sound clip.
Hey, that should have been the first damn thing you got.
I don't know. I literally just unwrapped this whole thing. They were here whenever I just took it out the box.
Should do an unboxing.
I've seen so many of those on YouTube. We don't
Unboxing
need another
therapy.
one. But I love it. I love this thing. I can't wait to go out in public with this thing.
Go to the
Show
movies.
people.
We're
Oh.
3D together.
Maybe at Oblivion Comics and Coffee, who do not sponsor us, but they have great coffee, everybody.
Those paninis.
The paninis
Mwah,
are good.
delish.
Their pastries, delicious.
Yeah. They're cookies.
The cookies even good. Yeah. I love the macadamian nut something.
The white chocolate macadamia.
White chocolate. That's what I was looking for. The
Us.
last little
You
bit.
just didn't want to say
You were
it.
staring at Adam into his eyes, and you couldn't come up with white chocolate.
Looking at your face reminds me of this cookie.
I thought he was
White
going to get
chocolate.
it. I thought he was going to get it. But yeah, no, definitely can't wait to use this thing all over the world, which we can now.
You're
I mean,
ridiculous.
Yeah, we
it's
can.
pretty dope. I
So
mean,
looking at you, Australia.
Any new listeners?
Huh? New Zealand?
yes, we do have new listeners. I would like to give a warm welcome to Indonesia.
Indonesia.
Eurasia up in
The
here, or what?
one person in Indonesia who decided to check us out before he logged off, or she,
Or she? We don't
don't
know.
know.
We don't
We don't
know.
know.
Before they logged off.
before they logged off. Yes, let's do that because magic.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna have
This is
so
going to
much
be
fun
a
with that
problem.
one. Yeah,
This is going to
Can't
be a
wait till these are
problem.
updated.
I am definitely not updating that one.
He's keeping the magic.
I'm keeping the magic.
He's keeping
That makes me think of the
Yes,
the
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
Yes,
He makes that hand gesture every time.
I love that. But today we, like I said, we're doing an impromptu show, but this one is kind of themed, and of course, that's right, people.
ridiculous.
We're going to Borderlands. That's
I
the
don't
only
think
sound.
they- I
That's
don't
the only
know if they're
sound
gonna
bite I
get
got.
it.
That's Steve from
No,
Borderlands.
I know that. Like, we would get that because we love that part. I don't know if everybody else in the world. Oh.
Be prepared every 4 minutes to get that.
Borderlands 3 showed, or excuse me, not Borderlands 3, 2K Games and
Gearbox
Gearbox
software.
had a little conference where they said, "Hey, we're going to show you some gameplay, everybody," and they did not skip on the gameplay. They went a full-blown hour, and I was like, "Thank you very much." We don't get that too much of any games nowadays. You get a trailer.
They threw you off a little bit for a second.
Oh, no, they didn't.
Look at
Stop
a
it.
screenshot real
Stop
quick.
it.
Oh, wait a second.
That's not a screenshot. It's the game.
Randy Pitchford came out with his, I don't know, partner in crime. I don't know who that was. Yeah, whatever.
You only know the pitch, man.
I saw 90 people rush the stage.
And they had one guy in Daquan play the game while...
What's his name, Daquan?
Yeah, you kept hearing him. That was the weirdest thing with Randy Pitchford. Hey, Daquan, could you pick up that gun right there? We just want to...
okay.
Incriminate you.
All right.
There you go.
Daquan, let's say it a couple more times for our HR.
I'll do that. Okay.
Make sure
But the game...
Get those monies.
Right off the bat, boom. First impressions of looking at the game. Adam, go ahead.
Again, I mean, I think that they did a good job updating the way that it looked, not changing the way that it looked.
Yes.
So you still feel like you're playing Borderlands. You don't feel like, for example, a Dark Cloud 2 to me. Dark Cloud 1 to 2, completely different games. Everything was different, looked different, felt different. This looks and feels a lot of the same, but everything was updated to feel and look a lot better. Yeah, which I liked.
And I mean, do you see that in any other games? Really,
I don't know how long I've been yelling at games that don't do that. Like,
it's ridiculous.
It's like they want to make a new game, so they're trying to change it, but they forget that people liked the old game the way they
like the style from the first one.
Well, hopefully this sets off a trend with video games, and we'll see. But anyway, graphics starts off. They showed you right in the beginning of the game. They started you off, I guess, wherever you're going to take your Vault Hunter, which you didn't like the sound of hearing that you're a Vault Hunter again.
I thought that they would do something else because, again, I played the second one for a little bit, and I don't know what the Vault had to do in the second one very much, other than you beat
the first one, right, with us? Okay,
yeah, that was the actual Vault, right?
Yeah,
that
well,
that was the thing. It was a space alien or something. That kind of thing.
The Vault.
Yeah, but like. It was I know a lot of people said that they were let down that it wasn't actually a vault. Like it was just a space alien coming out of a portal and you fighting stuff.
Right.
So, I mean, it was a letdown.
Okay. All right.
This is going to be a problem.
Had to use that at least once. Had to
72 minutes of sound effects. Here
we did it. We did it.
And that's what this whole podcast was about.
That was this whole thing was
this
about.
This episode was all about him using those horns.
So they show you're playing Amara, right? That was her name, I think it was?
The Siren Amara.
The Siren Amara. Of course.
Who actually looks pretty damn dope.
Yeah, her character skills and everything looks pretty cool.
I like the way that her hands look. They look dope. It wasn't just generic, like here's two hands in front of you. It definitely looked like custom kind of.
Yeah. It definitely meant like her nails were painted and stuff like that.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, they got
I thought she had like a tattoo or some shit on her hand.
Little details.
I thought it was like bandages.
It's just things that it wasn't just like, okay, here's your left hand and right hand, go. It was like, all right, cool. Like at least it gives you some.
They have
character.
whole bunch of quips that Claptrap throws at you because he's the first person you meet, of course.
I don't feel like those fans were enjoying it as much as I was.
They weren't. I don't understand why.
Tough crowd.
I was like,
Tough
what?
crowd.
Seriously, I was like, he was dropping fire, and I was laughing my ass off, and I was like, no one. I heard one person just like sneeze and just like, sorry. Keep going.
I can literally see Adam just by himself in the crowd looking around like, nobody, huh?
I would be
the
ostrich.
Got that one.
I would be the goddamn ostrich. Is that supposed to be crickets?
That's supposed to be
terrible.
You need better crickets.
You couldn't find a better one than that?
First of all, these are all preloaded.
That just sounds like birds chirping.
This is all preloaded. This is not me, so how dare you?
The only one he changed was this one.
But you had to get that one on.
Yeah, had to get that one. I got to use all of them by the end of this episode.
God.
Get prepared.
Don't use
for
that 32-minute one.
The magic. So when you're going through and you finally get your first weapon, they explain. Go ahead.
I was gonna say first they do another tutorial. Now they're like, hey, this is the third installment, but we're still gonna show you exactly how to crawl.
Well, there's still movement stuff though now, because now you can slide. And now you can vault the things. Yeah, like you can grapple. Yeah, you can. Is that what they call it? Vaulted?
I just always called it parkour.
Yeah, you can parkour stuff.
That's what
which is not in any of the other.
Correct.
Yeah,
it reminds me of the first one a lot. That little intro.
It looked like the exact same bus stop that you end up in the first one.
Could be, but it's not. They
Except
had a name of it.
You're
They had a
on
name.
Pandora, but you're.
Yeah, you're on Pandora, but they had the name of that place that you were at.
No, I know, but like I felt looking at that
like home,
opening, it felt
like home.
Okay, all right. Let's. I will hit this cricket. I will hit this cricket one more
I
time.
always wanted birds chirping at me.
They kept a lot of the same things when you're into the little machine, the little vending machine, where you can change your head, your skin color.
Yeah. No, that's good.
You can actually pick emotes now. You saw that?
Oh yeah, because it was like the dancing thing. And,
You don't like that?
That reminded me a lot of I always forget the name.
Fortnite?
Like when I was looking at it, I was like, that looks a lot like not just the dancing, but the character itself. And I
get you.
Yeah, and they did like 5 seconds of it.
Yeah.
They're like,
real
fast. By the
fast.
way, you can do and on to the next thing. And
Because they're probably not going to focus on the dancing. It's probably going to be in there, something you could do.
It was
kind of like Sea of Thieves.
Fortnite to me.
Because Sea of Thieves, you have a dance, and it's just the same old little
two-step. Yeah.
Let's say World of Warcraft perfected the dance.
All right, let's stop that.
Let's just throw that out there real quick.
And then the last thing that was on that vending machine part was echo theme. So I'm guessing you can change your HUD on how it looks.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah, like I said, I went back and watched it and slowed things down.
I still got to do that. I've been slacking.
So other thing that was new in this one, and actually Steven pointed this one out to me, is your character actually has dialogue back with NPCs. On the other ones,
they was quiet.
You don't say anything to the characters.
Shit.
Yeah. You actually talk.
I totally missed that.
You talk right back to them, but we got to see if there's more dialogue.
Yeah.
Because it was very thin dialogue. It wasn't anything.
It's minimal. Like
yes, very minimal.
Very small responses.
What else happened? You finally get a gun. Can we get to that? We good on that one? You want to get to that one?
You finally
Can we get to the guns?
Let's do it.
Brazilian guns. Can we get to the guns?
Because that's what this game is about. The game is about guns. So you get a gun, and they
Not
show
just
you
a gun. That's the first. I mean, that's the first gun you get in the game.
Yeah, first gun you get in the game. Yes.
Pistola.
Well, I mean, it'll probably range or probably different.
That's ridiculous, though. The things they can do. It's just like, here you go. Here's a pistol.
So now guns have alt fires on them.
Some guns.
Yeah, some have alt fire on them. There's a thing. Crap, I don't know if I wrote it down somewhere, but I'll look at it while we're talking about this stuff. But the gun that you get was a Vladoff gun, I believe. It was a Vladoff pistol, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
And it had an alt fire. You can shoot regular bullets, or you can shoot rockets.
It's like miniature rockets.
Like mini missiles.
Mini rockets.
Little mini missiles. Excuse me. I don't know if...
That's futuristic right there.
I mean, that's what we're here for. That's what we're here for.
And the first gray gun you get of the game.
Exactly.
It shoots the mini rockets.
And the thing that I was like, I kept begging Gearbox to do is like, you have a fantastical sci-fi world. Give me some guns that do some like crazy things,
Some interesting.
Like some interesting things. Because what was that game, that army game where it was alternate World War II and aliens invaded?
Oh, Resistance?
Resistance. Yeah. Like they did some crazy guns and stuff like that.
Yeah, because I mean, you had like the shoot through walls.
They had the platform for it, so.
Yeah, but no, I mean, you could have done that on anything.
You should be able to do that on anything.
Yeah.
Those games should be doing those things.
So then why not? That's the only thing. I'm like, come on, Gearbox, give me something. And they actually came through. We'll talk about it a little bit later into the demo or whatever. But they came through with some pretty cool things.
Yeah.
Anyway, you go through. Oh, that's the one. The guy casually mentioned. He was like, "Yeah, some alt fires have fire bullets, ice bullets.
You can change the
right." I was like,
instead of having hold on, let me only carry so many guns that have different elements.
Well, we've always known that like fire and corrosive and all that stuff is in there, but is that the gun itself
or the ammo?
No, you can change the ammo itself. So you can have the one gun, but change it to where it can have like 3 or 4 different or 2 whatever elements.
So then, can I have a Vladoff pistol that does the alt fire, of course, but fire missiles or fire or ice missiles or whatever?
I remember it saying that you could just swap out the like 3 different types. Like a gun could have 3 different types of element.
Because I think that would be pretty boss, man. So
I'm excited for ice because I mean we haven't really played pre-sequel. We've been trying to get to it, and we probably will with the stream. But ice was something they put in the pre-sequel and never got to use it. So I'm excited to see how that even works.
I never got to use it either. So yeah, that'll be fun. Destructible cover was another thing that they showed. Right when the Amara ran to the next area, she was shooting at the what are the psychos
or whatever.
Yeah, and then you can see that the cover that they were trying to hide behind actually can break down, which of course is vice versa. They're going to be shooting at you, and your cover is going to be able to break down,
which is kind of going to suck, but at the same time, it's going to be pretty awesome.
Makes sense.
It does make sense. I'm actually excited for that one too. Well, not like excited, but I'm glad that they're making actual changes that are
destructible landscapes. That's all they need.
But they had more stuff too. That was like destructible environment type of things. Because then later on in the actual demo, they show Amara or somebody. Yeah, I think it was Amara shooting a pipe, and then
like the whatever contents was
whatever was in the pipe spills on the ground.
Radiation damage. Or something.
And that was one of the new damages that they announced was radiation damage. If you get radiated, or if you irradiate an enemy, once they die, it spreads to the other person, right?
I believe they explode.
And then that's
how they get radiation, I guess, percentage or something.
I'm about that life. I am about that life.
Definitely see some more elements. That's a cool concept.
So they showed like the first mini boss, which was basically like a really, really mini boss because he was just a giant psycho, which you fight like all the time. But they said that there's going to be a lot more of these type of mini bosses in the game sprinkled out through it.
Cool.
And
which is good because it's just going to prolong the game.
Those mini stories, little character introductions and stuff like that. Just
like Nine Toes.
Yes,
badass.
9 toes with 3 balls.
3 balls.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that one.
I'm excited for that too. And then the other thing that they were talking about with these mini bosses is it's cool that you can kill these guys and then they drop their weapon. So
I love that.
So I mean, that's. If they so I'm thinking I'm equating more mini bosses mean more unique weapons that you'll get, because I mean some characters in like part 1 would drop their guns and you would get their
like Sledge's shotgun.
Sledge's shotgun is one of the
like the one that pushed you back for like fucking 5 miles.
What was that dude in the beginning, the blind guy?
Oh, TK Baja.
Baja's wave. Yeah, that was another one that was pretty cool, but I never used that one.
I never used that either. It was all about Sledge's shotgun.
Who else was? I think they had like the little fire finger one that was like a little. Isn't there with 3 dog or 3?
There was a couple of them.
Yeah,
not 3 dog. I was just pulling that one out of mud.
I know you're talking about.
My anus.
But there was a couple like custom type weapons and stuff like that. And if they do that for more characters in this game, I think they're taking full advantage of that.
Yes. So they showed a little bit more of the character Amara, and they give you more info about how you're going to be leveling your characters. You don't just pick one special now. Everybody has 3 to choose from.
And that goes with its own like tree or whatever.
Yeah, it has its own tree. Like each one has its own tree, and you'll be able to switch and swap between them. Amara's, I didn't write it down anywhere.
I know she had like the siren from Borderlands 2, that little like phase ball.
The little phase ball, which I did not like at all in Borderlands 2.
Well, it was more like crowd control, I think, was the thing for it. And then she has that, what was it, like a seismic slam?
Oh yeah, because she can like damage enemies around her with the slam. Yeah.
And then I don't know what the other one was, but I know watching the gameplay and stuff, they had like this thing where she shoots out like a wave of damage, because I saw that too.
Like they didn't say it. Yeah, like they didn't say what it was, but they showed that on one of the like further on the game trailer where she like pushes out the.
There's that one, and then there was like another one where it looked like her fist. Like going through the ground, it was like corrosive damage.
Oh,
but it was like on the ground. You saw like a path of acid, just like.
And then there was one where it looked like like when the character like runs and jumps and slams down.
Yeah, I didn't know if that was like a melee attack or if that was
because it looked like a special. It looked like a special to me because it had her psychic arms or her,
It should be a special if it was.
Well, yeah, because it looked a little OP, but it also made.
That's just your normal melee attack.
Could be. Could be.
Oh no, that was her little Buddhist palm she put out to knock them barrels.
Oh, that was the other thing I was going to say. You can push barrels now. Like that's a new thing in there. You couldn't push the barrel to.
Once you attack the barrel, it blew up in your face.
Exactly.
Right, but you could push
now you can melee the barrel.
Melee a barrel and make it move.
And then you can shoot it.
Good lord.
You made it look like you could just be like Fusro Da.
Well, because that's how she does her melee attack. That's why it was like a push. Palm. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
5-point palm exploding heart technique.
Exactly.
On a barrel.
Fu hustle.
So that's pretty cool because that's what is it? What do you call it in a
Kill Bill
in League?
I was
You're placing.
Buddhist palm.
What do you call it? Placing. What do you call it? You're where you're standing. No. Positioning. Yeah.
I missed it. I was focusing on.
I bet you were.
Yeah, we.
Yeah, I bet you guys.
This goes back to.
Further on in the game, they kind of skip forward. They take you to a whole new location. They show you. I can't remember. I think it was a doll gun That was a shotgun that had a shield attached to it?
No, that was Hyperion.
Was that Hyperion? That was dope.
Shield.
I think that was pretty cool. That reminiscent of some Apex Legends.
I think you see that a couple of times in this.
You see a lot of Apex.
The slide was one thing. That was like first hint of that, to me at least.
I still think that slide heel was the dopest thing I saw in the whole thing.
The slide heel? Oh, yeah,
slides, grabs it, heels real quick, and then just continues shooting.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Like, holy shit.
That's pretty cool. See, I like the actually adding more maneuvers to an actual character or, inside of a game definitely makes it better. I mean, I don't understand why that isn't the,
the norm.
The norm with everybody. You see a lot of that people don't like to do the norm type of stuff.
They think we're difficult.
Yeah.
They think we're hard to please.
On the website, this is what I've been trying to actually get into one of the shows and tell you for a while. They actually go into detail. So this is the thing that I was upset about. After Borderlands 1, Borderlands 2, and I'm not sure how pre-sequel played out because I didn't get to play it, but I felt like they went away from the actual companies and making them unique between
that was
each
one
one.
Thing you really talked about.
It bugged the crap out of me because I'm like, you built this lore of all these different companies and all their guns are similar. Like, okay, cool.
Well, except Maliwan.
Maliwan, yeah.
Best guns.
But then it made everybody just go, I need a Maliwan gun. I need to go and get But this one now with all the different, 9 different companies. Of course, they got the classics that come back, which is Torg, Dahl, Vladov, Atlas, Jacobs, Hyperion, Tediore, and Maliwan, with the new one called Cov, which I'm thinking is the Covenant, the children of the Vault, or whatever.
Could be.
Who are the new bad guys in the game. Children of the Vault, right? That's what they're called?
Yes.
Or People of the Vault, or whatever.
No, it's children.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
Children of the Vault.
But I mean, each of these, I like how they started going towards the direction that they're unique in a certain way. Like Torg, I think is like.
I got the descriptions right here for
Thank
you.
you. Let's hear them.
So Torg switch between regular and sticky projectile fire modes. Stickies do more damage if a bunch of them are detonated on the same target. So that's what Torg will do. And they showed that like for a split second.
This is 3.
This is 3, yeah.
Okay, because number 2, it was explosive.
It was just explosive damage. That's all it did.
They did more explosive.
Yeah, it
damage.
just did that.
Stacks up.
Yeah, now it stacks. So whenever
it sounds like you can stack.
Yeah, you can stack it. Yeah, and they literally showed it for 1 second. She picked up a gun,
and shot the wall,
and then it.
Balls.
Yeah, exactly.
So like the Needler.
Yes. No, yeah.
No,
because needle shoots into you, they stick, and then they blow up. That's exactly what it does on Halo. So yes, correct. Like the Needler,
Thank you.
Adam,
He
you get a
gets it.
gold star.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I
Hold
don't
on.
play that.
Magic.
You guys are the worst.
The Dahl Company toggle between alternate fires depending on your play style. Your
Dahl was a lot of triple shots.
It was triple shots on the last one.
I think I don't know if it was Borderlands 2, but Borderlands 1 for sure.
Yeah, enough for sure. 1, yeah.
Triple shots.
Yeah. So it has alt fires all on it. That's what Dahl does. And where are we at? Let's go to the classic ones first. Vladov says augment these rapid fire ammo hungry guns with underbarrels. So noob tubes is what we're looking at too. Attachments include
but not limited to
tasers.
Oh shit.
Rocket tubes.
Which new tube?
Anti-building grenade.
And additional gun barrels. So
double the fire rate.
Yes.
Put guns on my guns.
Exactly. So you know that who's getting that one exhibit. Atlas. Let's see what Atlas does. It says Atlas step 1.
They had like the white shiny guns.
I think in part 1 they did.
I don't remember them in part 2.
Step 1, hit your enemy with a tracker tag. Step 2, unleash a hail of smart bullets that track target, wherever it goes.
Is that what the Needler did too?
No, they never did that.
I thought that's what that gun was supposed to. I've been using it wrong this whole time.
The Needler does kind of follow the person, but it doesn't
You're
track
thinking
it.
Slayer from Slayer
Perfect Dark,
Rocket-
yes. No, but Atlas guns, they're like Fifth Element. That gun where he's like, you shoot once?
You shoot once?
Yeah.
Repeat.
Exactly. Repeat and send them all to the same place. Yeah. That's exactly what that one does.
All new Ice Cube system.
Terrible. Speaking of Ice Cube system, Maliwan, everybody. Toggle between 2 elements this time charge your weapon and deal guaranteed elemental damage with a finger glued to the trigger. So you guarantee
charge it.
Yep, you do guarantee elemental damage, and you're getting 2 elements to each gun now. So I mean, mix and match.
So I wonder if those are the guns that you'll be able to change the ammunition for.
We'll have to find out. Tediore, everybody. Toss your gun like a grenade. That's what you could do on part 2.
Laptop gun.
Well, no, it didn't.
No. Super Dragon. What was that?
No, Super Dragon was...
It just blew up, right?
Yeah,
no, it was an assault rifle, and then that was a rocket launcher.
Super Dragon, yes.
Laptop gun, you threw it? Well, there was one you threw and it blew up.
That was just the dragon.
Regular dragon. Okay.
Yes. So anyway, toss your gun like a grenade and reload it. Then watch it pursue enemies nearby.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, so
the guns with legs.
Yeah, it grows legs. And they do. I think they do other things, but the whole thing with the Tediore weapons are they're disposable weapons, basically.
Yeah, but we also saw that the disposable can have different effects. So one turned into that bouncy ball.
Exactly.
Was bouncing around, then exploded.
The other one, I think there was the one that had the Merv homing missiles.
The homing little mini missiles, which was dope. So
when do we
these
get
guns are going to be
chopping NPCs, though.
That's you don't.
Talk about.
Just punch you and you go blind.
Hyperion, aim down the sight, take cover behind a weapons-mounted shield, and keep your finger on the trigger to increase accuracy.
To increase,
yeah. So the longer you fire, the more accurate you get, I guess.
I hated that with Borderlands 2.
Because I remember that.
It would be like when you first start shooting, it was just all over the place.
Yeah, and then you just had to keep it.
You're shooting behind you, and then it just
And then by the time it was perfectly straight, you ran out of bullets and had to reload.
My favorite, Jacobs, that had the wooden stocks and stuff like that on there, which did like max damage type of stuff. On Borderlands 1, at least. It says, deliver devastating critical hits to enemies, soft and sensitive, then joy puke as your bullets ricochet towards other targets. Oh,
yeah, because Jacobs was always like the Western
type of
style revolver. And then in this little like trailer, I don't know, the gun that they picked up that was a Jacobs reminded me of like one of those old muskets.
Oh,
the Patriot,
pistol that
but
he had.
It was still like a revolver type, but the look of it was dope.
And then the new one that they have on there is the COV, C-O-V. It's called Enjoy. It says Enjoy excuse me. Good Lord,
you got this?
You can't read. No, I can't read. Enjoy uninterrupted damage dealing, courtesy of infinite ammo magazines, occasionally interrupted by unpredictable overheating.
Okay, so the ammo's not a problem, but overheating is not a problem.
So
those could be the guns, because like in the trailer, the gun's on fire and they're like spraying it with a squirt.
Yeah,
gun.
with a squirt gun. Yeah, to cool it down. So I mean,
science.
That'll whatever.
Put out fires with water.
So yeah, those are all the companies, and I like how they're all vastly different.
Oh, yeah.
They do different things, and of course, you want to see what each one does within each category of like shotgun, submachine gun,
style and stuff.
Yeah, I can't wait. Like that's what I've been.
But you must.
Been dying for that type of stuff. More about it. Let's get into the actual mechanics of the multiplayer that they showed. So one of the sweet things, because me and Adam have played Borderlands plenty of time, and everybody knows the bane of your existence is when you open a chest and you're like, wow,
I'm taking it.
Sweet loot. And then it comes Swiper over here.
Jumps up, ninjas behind you.
Some BS is what that is.
Because your ass would wait for one of us to open the damn thing so you can steal everything.
He would open it up. He'd be like, all right, Adam, so this is what type of guns we have here. This is what's going on. And he'd be like, and they're gone. And he picked them all up.
That's terrible.
Aaron, you can explain them to me, or I can see if I like them first.
So now you can just pick them up all you want because we have our own instant loots. And it's cool because what it looks like is they're the same thing, but you have your own, I have my own, of course, and then they're
based off class and everything, so it's all
and your level, so
your levels, and it'll adjust to your levels, and that's how the game will work as well. If I'm joining your game, well, I mean, if you play in this mode, if I'm joining your game and you're a higher level than me, I'll be fighting things my level, even though they're still.
And I'll be fighting things my level.
Yes, and we'll, it'll balance everything out for us.
It's like WoW, kind of when you do a dungeon and you're like, I'm 102 and you're 110.
You instant into it, and then oh god, forgot what it's called, but yeah, it scales you up.
I like it.
Or down.
Or if you don't like that, you could play classic mode and go right back to the old school,
Ninja loot
and everything.
Which we will not play with you.
Yes.
I refuse.
That's terrible.
Refuse.
They also showed the other character class. What was it? The agent? Zane,
the
operative,
agent or something like
the
that.
operative, I think it was. He has a unique ability to where he can use 2 abilities at once as opposed to just one. He had the little server bot robot that he can shoot out.
Oh yeah, he could like send it out to specific targets that you mark.
That you mark yourself.
And
yeah,
it will go and start shooting that target until it dies, and then move on to the next one you mark.
Hunter-esque.
Little
Bloodwing mechanical.
Go do that.
And then
go do things over there.
He has it to where he can drop like a duplicate, a little hologram of himself that will pull aggro, and you can also teleport to it.
Oh shit!
So
right?
yeah, you can swap positions. At first, when they introduced this character, I was like, I don't know if I want to play this type of class.
I know.
And then you watch it play, and you're like,
I want to play that type of class.
Pretty handy.
Yeah, it was pretty sick. And then I think his other one is he puts up a giant shield, like a bubble shield. Because that's what I saw him.
His thing?
Yeah, I want to say
around himself or around allies.
Around himself. It wasn't around allies. It was definitely around himself.
Because fuck your allies.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't matter.
Yeah, it's pretty much.
A little Mordecai going on there.
So they went through more level shooting stuff, getting more loot, of course. What else did they do? Oh, another big thing that they have now. So it's not just, if you've played Borderlands 2, at the end of Borderlands 2, they kind of leave you off on a kind of a cliffhanger where they show like a space map, and they show that there's vaults all around different galaxies and stuff like that. Well, on this Borderlands Part 3, you get to explore all those different galaxies in some type of giant ship called the Sanctuary 3.
Because we don't talk about Sanctuary 2.
Exactly. And so this will be your hub, your home city or whatever.
It's like Sanctuary in Part 2.
Yeah, it's just Sanctuary in Part 2.
You always end up back there to do whatever business, find new guns.
You got all the NPCs there, from Marcus to
Ellie.
Mad Moxie has it. They brought back the slot machines, which I thought was dope.
Wow, that was always fun.
Because people like going to those slots and trying to get those rare weapons from the slot machine.
I was stuck there for a good long while.
It's a gambling thing.
Especially when you get to like play through 2 and you have just unlimited freaking money.
Well,
exactly.
I literally just started the game with you guys, and it was like, I think the whole box you can go open up to get whatever gun.
The gold keys.
Yeah, the golden keys.
It was the keys in the slots, and I was like, you guys go do what you want. I'm gonna stay in town.
Terrible.
Have me a good time.
He just kept sitting at the bar talking to Moxie the whole time.
Order a drink or two.
And I think that's pretty cool. I like that mechanic. What was the other thing? I didn't see Dr. Ned or Dr. Zed. Didn't see him in it all.
No, I know.
Because Tannis is in the infirmary now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she had a little, Ace Ventura moment.
Oh, yeah, when she was coming out of the rhino butt. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
One thing that I kind of look forward to that, again, we did on the first one, I didn't really get to experience on the second one, was the expansions. So, like the Halloween Zed expansion and stuff like that.
Those were good.
So, like, the game itself, I'm looking forward to, but I definitely hope they still pop out some expansions that have, like, their own side stories and stuff
The
like
expansions in Part 1 are, to me, the best. Like, the first one had the best expansions, and then when they start doing the like, raid boss type of things...
Oh, yeah, the Cromer X.
It's freaking sick, yeah. But, that was more in Part 2, I think.
Yeah, Part 2, they
did more raid bosses than... Yeah, and they actually had, like... different ways to beat them instead of just fire away.
We have to do a number 2 playthrough.
I know, because I've never played the DLCs for that one. I had to beat that game by myself.
We also have to. There's DLC for number 1 we didn't go through.
I know, but if we do a playthrough for number 2,
we didn't do Mad Moxie's.
You didn't do Claptrap.
I did Claptrap.
You did Claptrap?
Yeah, I finished Claptrap.
Oh,
I didn't finish it to where I was getting the collectibles, where he wants you to get the underwear, the pizza, and all that type of crap.
I did all that. The one that we did that took the longest was the zombie one, because all them damn brains.
Yeah, where you had to get 100.
Collect like 1,000.
Yeah. I remember that one.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
We got to do all that stuff.
We got to like almost level 70 or something on the first one. So I mean, it was like a good long playthrough on the first one, and we did several expansions. The second one, I think I got to like level 7 or something like that.
And nothing. And that was it.
No, because we just played it recently, and didn't we get to like 14?
Maybe because I think the last time we played was a couple months ago was when Emma was trying to get her stuff hooked up.
And it just wasn't. Yeah.
I was stuck in town trying to open all the loot boxes and doing all the slots, but I didn't actually play the game itself. So that definitely needs to go down here pretty quick before the old 3 comes out.
Let's see here. We can go through some of the characters' abilities and stuff. They have that already kind of what they've released, at least. I mean,
for just the 2 characters, or they release more on the other ones?
They got Amara, of course.
Because you had, what was it?
It's Amara, Zane, Maz, and Flack. Or Mose, whatever you want to. I don't know how you want to. Yeah, they haven't got anything for Flack, which is the one that looks like a hunter.
Yeah, with he's got the animal.
They don't have anything for him just yet. They don't have anything for Mose,
which is the
mech
soldier,
girl.
Seems like, in this one, because they have the
she looks like the
turret.
Yeah, she has the mech.
Well, I'm just saying.
There's no black guy in this one, right?
There's no black guy in this one.
Is there a little blonde girl or whatever?
You get 2 females, right?
Oh, speaking of black people, because what's his name? The hunter. The
Mordecai?
No, the one with the monocle.
Yes, the one with the monocle in part 2. I can't remember what his name is.
It's
but he's back, and he has when you're on the ship, he has this. Hammerlock.
Hammerlock.
That's what it was. So Hammerlock is back, and he wants you to hunt down certain animals on different planets because you're going to be going to different planets, of course. And you bring those back as trophies for him.
Did you do that in the second one?
You didn't do that in any of them. Well, no.
Say it's
No.
Because you go to different planets, by the way.
You were away.
Yeah, you were
blowing your nose
your
while
nose.
I was talking about that.
You're
you will
welcome.
be traversing the universe now, looking for different vaults, or just doing the story mode, basically. But yeah, Hammerlock has his own little area on the ship, on the Sanctuary 3, and when you go out and do missions and you go out and kill the certain animals that he has for, I guess you bring them back and you'll see the mounted heads or whatever.
You
on
get
there.
the trophies.
Little red
trophy
I didn't do the DLC for him on part 2, so maybe you've done that before.
I couldn't say.
But I thought that was pretty cool. You have your own room on the ship now too that you can customize out with different things.
Well, yeah, because number 2, you in Sanctuary, you only had that one room where there was the bank vault that you can store weapons, and then you had.
I thought that was part 1 that you had the bank vault, because that was Mad Moxie's.
Oh yeah.
No, in the room.
That was a physical place.
That was the DLC, but in number 2, you had a room in Sanctuary. Well, I mean, I just thought it was the room. Because it's where the siren's at, and she's like,
oh yeah.
And then Roland.
I know what you're talking about.
How dare you all?
To his demise.
How dare you all? I tweeted out to him. I said it was a cool trailer, guys. Where's Roland? Where's Roland?
Real quick.
I can
Wakanda remembers.
I can write them back in if they need me to write it. I'm just saying. I can write it back in.
From someone who writes people, Aaron, like George Lucas.
Terrible.
They don't respond.
Terrible.
They never get back to you.
You never know.
Yeah, you never
He
know.
might write you.
To be honest with you, I have no idea how he could have responded. I
All
went
you
to a
need to
website
do
and everything. I don't think I put my
Just need a
email
little
on.
magic.
That's terrible. Oh god.
Adam, do you still have a copy of this letter?
No, because it was I went through a website and submitted it. I didn't actually physically send him an email.
Oh, so he never got it.
Well, as far as I'm concerned.
The website did.
Yeah, the website did. Some guy just said, "Oh, okay,
He
delete."
said, well, it's easier than him just straight declining me. But yeah, I didn't put my email or anything on it.
So Amara, let's go over her skills real quick. She has phase grasp.
Which is the
Say that again?
orb of
Phase
Tsunami.
grasp.
Okay, thank you.
Amara summons a giant fist that bursts from the ground.
That P at the end.
Terrible. That bursts from the ground
Yes.
and locks target enemies in place. So yeah, that is the crowd control thing.
Not my character.
Phase cast. Amara sends forward an astral
it was a
projection of
clone.
herself.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Dealing damage to everything in its path. And then she has phase slam. She leaps into the air, slams on the ground, dealing damage to all nearby enemies and knocking them up. Ooh. What?
That was a weird fade out.
That was just weird.
I think he manually did that.
I don't know how I
You
just
didn't touch
randomly did it.
anything.
I didn't touch anything, yeah. Taking it back.
All right.
So,
And
yeah, and that was Amara's. And like I said, she was one that they really kind of focused on the whole thing. And then Zane, which was the operative, he has a digiclone, like I said. The SNTNL Sentinel is the little thing that goes, right. And then, like I said before, barrier. He puts up a barrier around him that, takes damage for him, basically. So they haven't said anything about the other ones yet. Of course, when they get closer to releasing, they'll probably release more information. The people at the event, they got to play it live hands, and there's like a whole bunch of
those bastards.
It's like a whole bunch of people online that actually got to record it too.
Oh,
their gameplay.
They said you can hook up your Twitch and all that.
I like that. I like when companies are very transparent and let you play their game before it's out. So I don't know. There's a lot of reoccurring characters that come back. You got some characters from the Tales from the Borderlands series.
I saw that.
Making their debut in an actual Borderlands game, which is pretty cool. Now it's canon. Take a ride? I didn't see Scooter.
He was not there. The Scooter man was there.
Didn't see Scooter. He saw his sister Ellie, but we did not see Scooter. That was crazy. We saw Brick, Claptrap, Crazy Earl's back. What you want?
What you want?
What you want?
Yep. Like I said before, Ellie, Lilith, Marcus is back. Maya. You see Mordecai. How dare you? How dare you?
It hurts his soul every time you say that.
How dare you?
Every time.
I'm not buying the game.
The Tiny Tina.
I'm boy-catting. Boy-catting. That's what we're doing. We're boy-catting.
He just stopped everything he was doing. I'm closing down the studio.
Sir, let me unplug everything here.
And from now on, Adam is muted.
Taking this down. Yeah, so, I mean, familiar faces. I think it's going to be kind of cool coming back to all that type of stuff.
We didn't even talk about the other planets that they showed, too. One was just like a giant city.
So that was the city that was being attacked by Maliwan, right? Because it was the Atlas Corporation. It was
the Atlas Corporation.
And they were talking about, like, once you... if one company's trying to take over another company, it's like a real hostile takeover. Yeah, it's like an army going against another army type of thing.
Which is what Google and Disney and all them are about to do in
Give
like
it
the
a second.
couple of years.
Disney already has nukes.
I believe it.
Was I not supposed to say that?
I believe it. The mouse is coming for you.
They're magic nukes.
That's terrible. So bad. Every time you do it, you do the damn hand gesture.
Yes, you have to do the hand gesture.
It's the only way into my soul when he does it too.
It's the only way that sound effect works. When's the release date of this game? Borderlands 3 is coming out. September.
It was September.
It's November issue.
I swear.
September.
It feels like it's a long way, but I know it's like what 3 months.
4 months, yeah.
September 13th, 2019.
Whoa, was that right?
You are 100% correct, sir. Magic.
Oh, God.
All right, that was the end of that one. That was the last one. No, it's
not. He's lying.
That was the last one. And then I don't know, something came out about it having microtransactions.
Oh, shit.
No, well, at that conference, he said we will not be doing microtransactions.
That's a lie. That's a lie. If it makes money, it'll do it. If it makes money, it'll do it.
I can see a DLC.
Well, yeah, DLC.
They'll market it as DLC.
I need solid DLC this time because I felt like I didn't get solid DLC, and that's why I didn't buy the ones for Borderlands 2.
Oh, you didn't buy any of them?
I bought the first one where it was the pirate one. Remember that?
Well, I didn't play it.
You didn't play any of those?
I had to beat the game by myself. Our schedules were all off.
Who did I play that game
probably
with
Jerry and somebody else, Noel probably.
Maybe.
Because like I didn't do you had to get like a gun from the radio guy. I didn't do any of that stuff.
Because I think that was the last DLC that was good for Borderlands 2.
You know how sad it was to play that game by yourself?
No, because I didn't.
I will never know that.
Imagine.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I haven't even attempted because I had so much fun playing the first one with somebody that I didn't even want to try playing the second one by myself.
It's a multiplayer game. I'm sorry. If you're out there and you're playing it by yourself, you are missing 90% of the game because the game is meant to be played.
Classic, so you can know what it's like to just take guns that could have been someone else's.
Like, or even go online. Like, why don't you just go online and they have random matches?
Because then you end up with this jerk and he steals all the loot.
Yeah, you don't want me coming in.
You're better off playing this game by yourself with the NPCs that can revive you.
Like you don't want this. You don't want this over here coming in. No.
It's funny because I wasn't like that in any other game, but for some reason playing with you, I needed to take the guns.
That's terrible.
I didn't want you to have the good stuff.
That's terrible.
I wanted to decide what guns you would have.
Because Aaron would open the chest before telling you there was a chest?
No, because, again, he would open it up and be like, he wouldn't take it. He would just open it up and be like, all right, Adam, this is what we got. And they're gone. And I can't even tell you what they are because you have them now.
Couldn't.
Trying to divide the loot. And you still.
Hold on, Aaron. I think this one's a shotgun. How you can have that piece of shit.
Terrible. I didn't like any of the shotguns from any of the games.
So you
were Roland and I was
How dare you?
So
yeah.
You got the shotguns and the assault rifles, and I got the pistols and the sniper rifles.
That's one thing I hope they do upgrade in this one, the assault rifles. Because I've always felt like they did assault rifles like kind of bad.
Oh yeah, they either accuracy was terrible.
Yes.
Or it was a
no
triple
damage,
shot.
Yeah.
And the triple shots weren't good.
They weren't, yeah.
Well, I mean, as far as going for the first one, you had a broken ass, like, I'm going to throw this whole machine out there that's just going to unload bullets into you and all that stuff. Like, I wish my gun was stronger. I'm like, your gun's over there killing the entire map right now.
And healing people at the same time and reloading their ammo.
And I'm over here just like, okay, here's a bird.
Yeah.
And he just got a rat. He killed it. He killed the rat.
Yeah, but then he dropped like tons of cash.
He did, yeah. You never.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That
it helped. It helped. Yeah, it definitely helped.
You know what helped? Defeating the boss just by throwing your shit out there. And
You didn't get to play the end of part 2 because Axton throws 2 turrets out. Yeah. He can throw and then they stick to walls.
Is he the soldier?
Yeah, he's a soldier class.
Broken class.
Matter of fact, you look like Axton.
That's
I almost said Ashton.
You
might
look
as
like
well.
ass.
You do.
Well,
You sound like it too.
They took away the Mordecai in the second one, right? You got to. It was a dude with a sword or some shit like that.
Zero. You played Zero. Yeah, he could go invisible, and it is basically the same character. But yeah, you played Zero. Yeah.
Okay.
So
he had a decoy as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you get to go invisible and then dip out, and he would like cause attention and all. He
had the slice and dice type of mechanic and everything like that. I'd never played as him, but this one actually makes me feel like I want to play as multiple characters, not just the one.
Yeah, I felt that way watching Amara and the Zane guy.
Exactly.
Because I was like, oh, I can see myself using that, and I kind of want to play Siren for the first time.
Because what was I watching? I can't remember what I was looking at, but they were saying how video games are kind of made now, like with Elder Scrolls Skyrim. You play that game, you kind of don't have to play it all over again because you can spec in a whole bunch of different things. They don't make it to where, okay, I've spec'd like a mage, I can't do anything else. I have to play it again to spec as a warrior or something.
You don't limit yourself?
Yeah, you don't limit yourself. You can kind of go all over the place. Well, with these type of games, once you choose a character, you kind of locked in, but they kind of opened it up within the character by giving you, of course, 3, ults, for lack of a better word.
It changes the dynamic. So, like, me and you were rolling in part 1.
Exactly. Yeah.
We had basically.
Sounds like everybody was rolling in part 1.
Were you also rolling?
No,
he played Mordecai.
He's like, I'm gonna play the black guy, and I was like, I'm gonna play the white guy. I guess let's play that.
He's
game.
actually Latino.
Mordecai.
He is.
Give us the win.
In part 2, he like totally Latino voice. Yeah.
He's like, hey, Cardinal, let's do this.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Breaking stereotypes over here.
Terrible.
I lost my train of thought.
Characters. I want to see DLC characters too. Like,
oh yeah, well they do that with part 2.
Yeah, they do that with part 2.
And they did that with pre-sequel.
So Mechromancer was a very good DLC character.
OP as hell.
Loved the Mechromancer. Like that quickly became my favorite character because it felt like Roland. So he just threw out the mech
and it killed everything.
It kills everything. I was like, yeah, this
standing
is
outside a Gearbox, just holding a sign.
Where's Roland?
Where's Roland? I'll be your new Roland.
I feel like all you have to do is look. Whenever the first one happened,
Samuel L.
The first Borderlands ended, and that alien broke through the dimension. You split timelines. That's what happened. That's all that happened. And now we can go back, and we can get the old Roland back from the original timeline.
What a terrible ending, by the way, for a game I didn't play like for 10 years after it came out or something.
You know what's crazy? Remember the chick that got stabbed in part 1 at the end?
Yeah. God. Yeah, I know.
That was Rachel's favorite character. How is that anybody's?
Steel. Her name was Steel.
Yeah, Commandant Steel or whatever.
Yeah.
The one who was an asshole to everybody.
Yeah, how is that anybody's favorite character?
Strong woman, I guess. I don't know.
You play as a strong
woman.
Lilith.
She didn't play the first one. We're playing through it now.
I know, but she wanted to cosplay that character or something like that.
She liked the design and that was the original Siren design.
And that was the original Siren design.
So
yes,
I can see why you would want.
Horrid.
I remember hating that bitch.
Well, she got what she deserves.
She caught one through the chest. Or through the back. Through the chest.
I didn't understand
she deserves to die, and I hope she burns in hell.
I did step away for 2 seconds, but the whole I did dislike the whole vault idea, but with the whole going to different planets and stuff like that, definitely brings a whole new aspect to it.
Here's the thing, though.
Because if you're still on the same planet, being a vault hunter makes no sense. But
yeah, you're going to different planets, and I really hope that each planet is gigantic, and it's like you can explore a lot of different
like you
zones.
never see any other character ever.
Yes. Yes. A No Man's Sky-esque type of...
No Man's Lands.
No, I really do hope that each individual place is like, vast enough to make it feel like it is a giant planet
Hoth
itself.
and Dantooine and stuff like that.
Are those vast places?
That's a desert.
Did George Lucas
and
tell
an
you
ice
those
planet.
planets when you
Hold
wrote
on.
you back?
There's only a desert and an ice planet? That's the creativity that this man came up with?
It's a Dantooine and Hoth. There's
we need no
made
planet.
of desert and a
We'll
planet made of...
We'll just put them all in ice.
Yeah.
All in ice, and there'll be a giant Yeti.
I was
Very
thinking
creative.
Different planets like Kashyyyk, where the Wookiees are from, that have all. It's a
Okay, we're not going down this.
Just
We're
gonna
not
put a
going
jungle.
down
and,
this.
and then there's Manan. That's a
And we're gonna
water.
put a Bigfoot in
This
the
is
forest.
this is a Borderlands
It's an ocean
episode.
planet.
This is a Borderlands
to see
episode.
a bunch of different types of planets with different types of whatever. I think would be dope.
Yeah, I think it'll be cool too. And then being able to go back and forth through all of them. I like the idea of Sanctuary being a ship that
Floating
you
in
all
the
your
sky.
stuff. Yeah, I like that. It's cool.
Now it's in the universe.
I mean, if you think about it, Borderlands is set in like a space themed, setting. Why haven't we
low
traversed
gravity. Ooh, do you think they'll change that?
the low gravity?
A couple planets might not have
yeah,
low gravity.
might have some 0G planets or something like that. I don't know.
And gravity is a little tougher, harder to move, not as fast on some planets. I was gonna say density. That was the wrong word.
So there's more gravity where you're weighted down.
Yeah, you become stronger, quicker. That's
There's
Faster.
lighter gravity where
that's the rules.
Jump off the planet.
you're
Float in space.
Are they gonna get rid of that slag? I didn't see that.
I did not see that.
That purple.
And if it wasn't on the website,
It's not a good. It's not a
because
good.
nobody used those
yeah,
weapons.
nobody used that. Nobody used slag weapons.
I have to use this weapon, then switch to a better weapon.
It was
and just-
it was basically a debuffer. So I shoot you with slag. You turn purple. Now other weapons do more damage to you.
sounds like a team player to me.
Sounds like a no.
sounds like a waste of time.
Exactly.
Nobody else shot the same enemy as you.
Well,
Through
if they're
the.
purple, then you'd be like,
I didn't care about that.
So
I threw
switch-
those weapons away as soon as I picked them up.
well, maybe you missed a whole side of the game, Aaron.
No, well, maybe Roland needs to come.
Pearlescent weapons was a waste too.
Pearlescent weapons. No, not pearlescent weapons. Iridian.
Oh, Iridian weapons.
Iridian weapons
That's what I
are
was
wastes.
thinking. Wait, no, because I don't remember.
Pearlescents were the ones that were the super duper rare
I
ones.
thought those were the dope ones.
Yeah, those
Yeah,
are dope.
but I don't remember ever seeing those damn weapons and what they did.
Because they were super,
They were in
super
the
rare.
first one, right?
They were the first one, yes.
I got a pearlescent sniper, I think, in the first one.
Was that the one that could see crazy far?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a cool one.
But was the Iridium one? That was the second one?
That was the Iridian
the
ones
alien
were in the first
gun.
one.
Oh, yeah, that was
Made no sense.
like no purpose
I
to
was
it.
the first one to get one of those too, and it was like
Got all
just
hyped
shot
up.
a ball that was slow as dirt.
Here's the problem too. They never really explained more about those aliens. They kind of made them seem like
They
they
kinda
were
just
They were
something
they were the
Then-
Guardians of the Vault
of
Right,
all
but there's
vaults.
900 more vaults.
Yeah, like,
of that vault. They were trying to keep
'Cause
that.
if they're
thing
coming
in.
back, I'm not ready. I'm not ready for them coming back.
They weren't in number
More
2.
tentacle
so I don't
monsters.
think they'll
but they were in
The prequel?
Tales from the Borderland.
Where are they now?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I mean, Tales from the Borderlands just made more.
Made more story, more
character,
lore.
more, yeah.
But now that those characters are in this game, we might see some aliens come back, people.
I feel like they're the South Park aliens. Like they're there, they do stuff, but it doesn't really mean anything.
Just putting fingers in bum holes.
That's horrible. That's extremely horrible. Did
Just
we
like
see?
college.
Did we see any?
That's weird.
Did we see any grenades in the demos or any of the demos?
No. I hope transfusion grenades are back.
What was the best type?
Anti-building grenades.
Freaking.
Yes, anti-building grenades are back. Everybody.
Sticky
Yes.
grenades.
I didn't care for
They got
sticky
sticky
grenades.
Proximity.
Sticky
Oh.
bullets, sticky grenades.
The transfusion bouncy ones. That's the only thing I liked using.
The bouncing Betty ones?
Yep.
Transfusions, the ones that heal you. The
Transfusions
Yes.
were the best ones because it.
Well, yeah, that's
seeked-
what they're
it
mixed.
seeked out the enemy, stole his blood, brought it back to you.
Yeah.
It's seeked out.
Yeah,
like,
because it would break up like
and it would just
Oh,
be
okay.
like
yeah, and then
little like
yeah.
dot speck lines
Shit,
going
what else was
everywhere. The Myrrh ones that blew up into more bombs.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Those ones are like shot up, spread out, blew up. Yeah. So hopefully we see more
bouncing Betties. That's what I want to see.
More creativity with the grenades as well, because I didn't get to see that. And there's probably somebody out there that has like a I don't know, like a playthrough when they went to that little convention where they actually use grenades. I just haven't seen it yet, so I guess we will have to wait and see on that one. Anything else we're missing?
The vending machines to get ammo.
Oh yeah,
the quick access. You don't have to go into the vending.
Don't
machine.
have to go into the vending machine. Just go up to it and like press the button and it reloads all your stuff if you have the money.
Ammo.
It just says whatever you like, all
whatever
the stuff,
you need.
whatever gun you have. It has,
shing, yep, just gives it to you.
Yeah.
Goddamn time. It's been like 30 minutes since I did.
It's like I need assault rifle.
It's like, all right, ready to go, ready to go. Hold on.
It seems
need
like
rocket bullets.
Yeah, I mean,
some nades.
You're sitting there waiting to go to the next quest and stuff like that, and you're waiting on one person to get all the.
Did they? So they kept the vending machines, obviously.
Yeah.
Did they spice it up a bit? I didn't see anything. Did they show it to where it's like?
They didn't
more
show inside.
Stuff?
They didn't show really inside.
They
They
just
really
wanted
like
you
that.
to have that quick access.
Quick access, my asshole. I like the idea of it. I like the whole. Hey, real quick, here you go. Get your health. Get your grenades. Get your whatever. Hey, maybe buy this gun, whatever. But
the like deals of the.
Yeah, deals with it, whatever. Like that was a really cool concept, but I feel like it was really downplayed or like inconsequential sometimes. Like at the beginning, you like level 20, like, oh, this gun at level 25 is fucking amazing. Like, okay, cool, come back.
Some of those guns were trash. It was like what they're selling in the regular vending machine is better.
It's like it was really just like I'm not gonna buy anything ever from a vending machine. Oh, there was that one gun I saw 6 months ago that was really awesome.
Yeah.
See, but that's how those golden key guns are now.
And the golden keys, I don't know if they're back. I think they are.
They
back.
are because they passed.
Yeah, they
the
passed the
chest.
chest.
Like, ignore it. Don't look at it. Don't look at it.
Yeah.
Secrets.
One thing that they apparently announced, and I'm just now reading on this one, it says Borderlands 3 will have integration with Twitch streams. Viewers will be able to explore the streamer's inventory, skill tree, and special chests in the game will offer opportunities for viewers to receive the same gun.
Oh shit.
How the hell is that going to happen?
Twitch streams you watch, the more potential guns you'll get?
I don't know, but that's
How's
actually...
that going to work?
That is dope. I don't know.
If you can...
Like redeem a code or
interact with like that?
I don't know. It's just that's what I'm reading right here on the wiki or whatever.
Link your Twitch account to your whatever you're playing.
Viewers will receive the same gun that the stream finds via a shift code. They can enter their own game, scaled appropriately with their character's level.
You can celebrate together. Look at that.
That's pretty dope. Be like, oh, that's a sweet gun that I got.
Shift code.
I think that's you know what, that's actually a pretty cool feature that I haven't seen anything else.
Yeah, it rewards you for watching other people.
It's interactive. Yeah. So I mean, you can do that as like one of those like giveaways. Like after like I don't know, if we get to 20 follows or whatever, give out my gun right here.
I wondered, but
I can see people doing that.
But who controls that?
My love gun.
Is it the player that controls that, or is it just an automatic thing that happens? That's what
Randy
I want to know.
Pitchford sits in a chair. And
is it? Say it again. Is it the player that controls?
Like if the player
you find a gun,
like I find the gun, do you automatic? Yeah, do you automatically get the chance to do it, or do I have to be like, okay, share with the people?
Got it.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that'd be kind of cool. Should I share it with a guy?
Exactly.
Everyone donate $5 and all that.
That's terrible. That's extortion, sir. No, it's not. No, it's not really extortion, but you know,
you're trying to get money out of them.
Sounds like
something you have.
2019 to me.
So I don't know. We'll have to find out all the intricacies of all that. September, everybody. The story was a kind of soft one. You're fighting against a cult, which totally called it, sir.
Children of the Vault.
2 episodes or something like that. 4 episodes, 5 episodes, 6 episodes ago, I called it. And yeah, Children of the Vault.
They explained her power.
What? Oh yeah, because she
takes away people's powers.
I thought she takes away people's lives. She looked like she was sucking blood out of people.
Yeah,
just
she takes their blood and anything that they possess, and then she can give it to somebody else.
That's Calypso is her name, right?
Sure.
Who is this?
Troy, and Tyrene Calypso. I mean,
Calypso.
Plot. Yeah, I'll just read the plot for you. How about I do that?
I have no idea what
Why don't you do it for the people, Aaron?
The plot. Sometime after the events of Tales from the Borderlands, the game's antagonists Troy and Tyrene Calypso learn from other vaults beyond the planet Pandora, and found a violent cult, of the vault and gained possession to them. That sentence didn't make sense to me.
They found the cult, and then
they
just
found the
took
cult.
leadership.
I thought they founded the cult.
I don't know. I was
I wonder, did they start the cult, or did they just found a cult of people?
Maybe they just joined them.
Okay, all right.
Well, can't beat them.
Lilith, one of the player characters from
blood and keep their
Borderlands
powers away.
1, recruits the Vault Hunter character to help stop the Calypso twins. Many characters from the previous Borderlands games are set to return, to include, of course, and the characters from Borderlands, Tales from the Borderlands.
Excluding
Roland.
magic. There's no magic.
There's no magic. That's what's happening. That's terrible. But yeah, so we'll see what happens September
17th?
18th?
13th.
13th. There we go. Got it. First try. We're going to be streaming Borderlands 1, pre-sequel, and 2 if somebody can get their internet up and running. Because we want to kind of do a playthrough building up to 3. Yeah, and then when 3 comes out...
Might have to finish Tales of the Borderlands, too.
I actually still have that game, though, for free.
So do I.
I have that game for free, so...
If you guys can get home tonight, I can probably play.
Yeah, no, I got to work in the morning.
Yeah, I gotta go to bed. I still haven't eaten.
And then I got to post
If you
this
guys get home
thing.
Saturday night, I can play.
Saturday
I'll be out
night,
of
maybe.
town.
I'm free.
You guys play Sunday or Monday, I can play.
Mother's Day.
I just don't like.
All right, let's wrap before we tap it. So
Always.
that's it, everybody. We did everything.
Oh, God.
Let me go. Thank you
Stop
again.
that one. That's not good for
Yeah,
20.
We can now.
gotta-
I've set them all to stop. So,
No, but you were letting that one go
Stop
for a
that,
while.
too.
yep, we're doing that one. I like that. Yeah.
That's you gotta remove that shit.
So what's on Murder Cam?
I got to hit it all.
Is that when we get a phone call in?
I said I was going to hit them all before the show ended, so.
And the most overplayed one of
And
the
that's
night.
over
favorite
you. So we're
one.
going to clear that one out on that
Are we
one.
gonna call this episode "The Magic of Borderlands 3"?
Oh, God.
Yes, we are now.
Boom! You're welcome.
Thanks for tuning in, Indonesia. I gotta thank you guys again,
Just Indonesia.
and everybody else around the world.
New Zealand, Australia, we love you.
Again, our socials are before you log off. All of them, except for I think Instagram
which
is
is before
underscore on all of them. Yeah.
You _log_off.
Yes.
I didn't have a choice, Steven.
Breath.
All right,
Terrible.
look at me like that.
So go ahead and
One underscore is all you needed. Just one.
contact us because we like hearing from you. It helps the show get better.
Say it again.
Contact us because we like hearing from you because it helps the show get better.
Yeah, send us your articles.
That's a weird sentence. Sound like you shorted a word.
No,
Shorted.
I'm watching you.
that's terrible. Anyway.
That's why we have that button.
All right, so for the internationally known Steven Gutierrez and Adam PC,
Oh, yeah, there we go.
I am Sir Aaron Carter
Okay.
The magic.
saying that's enough internet for today.